So, have you heard words like artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI? They're all over the news. They're in every business meeting. And here's the thing, people often throw them around like they all mean the same thing, but they don't. So, what's the real story? Are these just different buzzwords, or do they actually mean something different? It can be confusing, and you're not wrong to feel that way. Well, that's exactly what we're here to clear up. My goal is to give you a super simple, easy to remember model for how these powerful ideas fit together. And hey, this isn't just for the tech geeks in Silicon Valley anymore. Mark Cuban really nailed it when he said, if you're not using AI to move faster or make smarter decisions, you're behind. The world is moving fast, and having a basic handle on this is essential for everyone. Welcome back to utcaistudio, AI-powered, creativity-fueled. By the end of this video, you'll finally have the full picture. Let's dive in. We must start with the biggest, broadest concept of them all, artificial intelligence or AI. This is the granddaddy of them all, the original dream that kicked this whole revolution off decades ago. What is AI really? Well, you can think of it as the huge overarching goal of making machines smart. It's the field of building computers to do things that once needed human brains. It's the whole universe of trying to get machines to think, reason, and act like us. Now, human intelligence is a pretty massive term, right? So what does that actually look like for a machine? Well, it really boils down to a few key things. The ability to learn from experience, to figure things out, to reason through problems, and crucially to perceive the world. To see things with computer vision and to understand what we're saying through something called natural language processing or NLP. And you might think AI is this brand new thing, but no way. This dream has been around for a long time. Most people point to a project at Dartmouth way back in 1956 as the official start. From there, the military got interested, which led to things called expert systems in the 80s and even early versions of early digital assistants, way before Siri. The point is, AI is built on decades of work. Okay, so if AI is the big destination, let's say landing on Moon, how do we actually build a rocket to get there? Well, that brings us to our next stop, machine learning. And here's the most important thing to get. ML isn't a separate competing idea. It's one of the most powerful tools we have for actually building AI. Machine learning is a specific part of AI, and its central idea is a total game changer. See, instead of a programmer trying to write a rule for every single possible thing that could happen, they just feed the machine large amounts of data and let it figure out the patterns and rules for itself. It literally learns from experience just like we do. And this really shows you how different the thinking is. The old way was programming everything explicitly, if this then that. It was super rigid and would break the second it saw something unexpected. But with machine learning, you don't write rules, you train a model. You just show it large amounts of data. And the crazy part is, the more data it sees, the smarter and more adaptable it becomes. And guess what? You're already living in a world run by machine learning, probably without even thinking about it. That perfect song Spotify cues up next. That's ML. The movie Netflix knows you're going to love. ML again. When your bank sends you a text about a weird charge, that's machine learning protecting you. If you're finding this breakdown helpful, hit that like button so more people can discover it. And make sure to subscribe to UTC AI Studio. I've got a whole series coming up that will take you from basic AI to the future of intelligence, step by step. Alright, so now we're going to zoom in even further. Let's say we've got our rocket engine with machine learning, but what if we want serious rocket fuel? That's where deep learning comes in. Inside this world of machine learning, there's a technique that's been responsible for some of the biggest breakthroughs we've seen recently. It's called deep learning, and it's basically inspired by the wiring of our own brains. So deep learning is a super specialized type of machine learning, and its secret weapon is something called an artificial neural network, which is just a fancy way of saying it's a computer system designed to work kind of like the network of neurons in your head. And these networks are just incredible at finding super complex patterns in huge, messy amounts of data. So why do they call it deep? Well, it's because these neural networks aren't simple. They have many layers. Data comes in at the top, then it passes through all these hidden layers. Each layer it goes through, it learns to recognize something more complex. The first layer might see simple lines, the next layer combines them into shapes, the next layer recognizes objects, like eyes or a wheel. Finally, the output layer makes a really smart decision about the whole thing, until finally it says, "That's a cat." And the things this makes possible are just wow. Deep learning is what let Google's AlphaGo beat the world's best player at Go, a game that's way more complex than chess. It's the engine that lets your phone understand what you're saying. It's how self-driving cars can see, understand, and navigate roads. And it's even being used in medicine to spot tumors on scans, at times better than human doctors. And building on deep learning, we now have the next frontier, generative AI, which everyone is talking about these days. Now, don't think of this as something totally new. Think of it as the newest and most exciting branch growing out of this tree we've just described. It's built on everything that came before it. So, what's the big deal with generative AI? Well, while all the earlier models were amazing at analyzing or categorizing things, generative AI is all about creating things. Using these massive models, like the large language models powering today's AI tools, it can create everything from text to pictures to music. You name it. Now, some people say, oh, it's just mashing up things it has seen before. But here's a great way to think about it. All music is just a recombination of the same 12 notes. But we don't say new songs don't exist, right? Generative AI is kind of like that. It's using what it knows to combine ideas in genuinely new and creative ways. The big picture. Okay, we've covered a ton of ground here, from the big dream of AI all the way down to the details of deep learning. So now let's pull the camera back and put it all together. When you see it like this, the relationship is actually pretty simple. The best way to picture it is with Russian nesting dolls. Artificial intelligence is the biggest doll, the whole concept. Open it up and inside you find machine learning, a specific way to build AI. Open that one and inside you find deep learning, an even more specific and powerful way to do machine learning. And emerging from within is generative AI, the newest branch built on top of everything that came before. Together, they're not rivals. They're all part of the same story of intelligence. Key takeaway. So, the number one takeaway here is that these aren't opposing teams. They're all on the same side. AI is a big dream. Machine learning is a practical strategy to get there. And deep learning is one of the most advanced tactics in that strategy. Each one is just a piece of the one before it. And why does knowing this matter? Well, it's not just trivia. Understanding this stuff is becoming an incredibly valuable skill. According to the management consultancy McKinsey, up to 30% of hours worked across the United States economy could be automated by 2030, with 12 million occupational transitions required by the same year. And as the World Economic Forum estimates, while over the next few years there might be 85 million job losses across the globe, new technologies could create as many as 97 million new jobs. In short, the skills the average worker possesses will change dramatically over the next 10 years. And that leaves us with one final big thought. These technologies, built one on top of the other, are already solving problems we never ever thought a computer could solve. So the real question now for all of us is, what's next? What are the biggest, most important challenges we should aim for this incredible new intelligence at? So we've gone from artificial intelligence as the big dream, to machine learning as the strategy, to deep learning as the advanced tactic, and finally generative AI, the newest branch that's reshaping everything. Now here's my question for you. What do you think AI should be used for next? Let me know in the comments. This is utcaistudio. If you found this video helpful, hit like, share it with a fellow AI enthusiast, and subscribe. Don't stop here. Check out my playlist on AI tools, the latest news, tutorials, and even hidden hacks you can try right now. Until then, keep learning, keep building, and keep creating with AI. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.